On the day I used the evil oil for the first time, I was having daylight dreams at school all day. I was at a pool in the forest. A lady came out from the pool. She was dressed in a sky blue dress, a golden crown, and jewelries all over her body. We talked in a language I don't know. For the whole day I was seeing the lady. Hello viewers, welcome once again to another educative episode of African Confessions HD, right here on Extraordinary Africa. My name is Solution Uncle. If you're still new in this show, we publish lifetime confessions. Usually we publish anonymously for their own safety reasons. Listeners, you're having a problem, something is not in condition, don't go and commit suicide. Feel free to send your story to us. Don't be shy, don't be afraid. Our WhatsApp number is +263 775 597 775 +263 775 597 775, or you can contact our PR Fidel Gosh at his Gmail account, fidelgosh@gmail.com, FIDELGOCH@gmail.com. Listeners, I do have 3 confessions in this video, so don't go anyway. I'm going to take you through all the stories. Enjoy your watch. Hello uncle, please hide my identity when you publish. I am a woman from Northern Cape who have problems after being initiated to a marine kingdom. I grew up staying with my auntie. That auntie is my grandfather's last born, whilst my dad was the first born. There is a very big age difference between the 2 siblings. My father was way older than her. He was already retiring at work by then. As elderly people, my parents have to move to the rural areas. They moved to the rural village, starting doing their projects as people who were no longer going to work. As their last born, all my siblings had finished studies by then. My aunt took me. I stayed with her whilst going to school. In fact, aunt is the one who opened the project for my parents because my parents worked on low-earning jobs. They did not have enough money to take care of themselves after retirement. Of all my siblings, none is working a good job. The firstborn died in a road accident before I was not even born. The second-born went to Mozambique and never returned. The third-born is mentally ill. I was the last-born. Instead of giving my parents money, I wanted money from them. None of my siblings was working. My parents did not build any shelter when they were still working. So the aunt did everything. Built them a house in the rural area, opened poultry and chicken project for them. They took me to her house. From the day I was born, I never saw my aunt wearing something not of white color. She only wore white long garments. We used to think it was style, but that was not it. Everything in her sitting room is white. Everything in her bedroom is white. Everything in the house is white. The house is painted white in and outside. When I started staying with her, I became suspicious. Maybe something behind it. She hates men. The first thing I was told was not to date or talk with any boy at school. I thought it was just parental guidance, but not. Aunt was in the process of initiating me with their marine cult. My aunt was not married. She hated men. When we were going to bed, aunt used to wear a white gown. Every morning the gown would be wet, and she did not like general lotions from shops. There is this oil we used. In my first days, I pretended as if I was using. I do have a small bottle of lotion I brought on my way to school. One day she noticed that I was not using her oil. Aunt scolded me and threatened to chase me away. I was about to write the exams. There was nothing to do besides using the lotion. Since I moved to her house, she never gave me a chance to go and see my parents. On the day I used the evil oil for the first time, at school I was having a daylight dreams all the day. I was at a pool in the forest. A lady came out from the pool. She was dressed in a sky blue dress. a golden crown and jewelries all over your body. We talked in a language I don't know. For the whole day I was seeing the lady. One of my teachers noticed something was not well in me. They sent me back home. In my auntie's house, you first get into the kitchen, then into the sitting room. At the doorstep, I was shocked to see over 10 pairs of shoes, meaning to say there was a lot of people in the house. Entered and saw women sitting on sofas. They were all quiet, wearing white and crowns on their head. Aunt was amongst them. And of the women, I noticed the lady I was dreaming all the day. Auntie looked at me, crying, and said, "Thank you, my daughter, for handling my problems. Thank you so much, the daughter of my brother. I was in hot soup with these people around me. At least you helped me." That's when I noticed the oil I used was not good, because when I started wanting to talk, the lady who I was dreaming the whole day took a bottle with that same oil and poured it all over my body. After that, I didn't understand and knew what was happening. Only to recall what was happening when I was waking up. They were dancing, playing around me. I was lying on the floor. That's the day when I joined this kingdom. The next day, my aunt died. After aunt's death, I told all the relatives. They came to the funeral. But after that funeral, I was a full member of this blood kingdom of the waters. I proceeded with my education through the help of some of the members. They were paying my fees till I managed to get a nurse aid card. This certificate I'm using of nurse aid is also another weapon we are using to destroy people across the country, especially South Africa, Botswana, Kenya, Namibia, Zimbabwe, and most countries I can't mention. We are operating there. There is a lot of my friends in these hospitals you go, especially when you are on maternal. We mainly want the blood which we see when a woman is giving birth. So there are many of these satanic nurses. I am thinking it's better I should quit this, because I finished the whole family. Over the past 6 years, I was killing people. I killed my mother. I killed my father. I killed my brother. I killed the other brother. I killed a lot of people from extended family members. I killed a lot of people in hospitals. A lot of babies. They are now in graves because of me. This is the problem which has made me to come and confess to you. I know after confessing I will be in trouble. Please, Solution Uncle, check on me. After this confession, I'm sure they are going to finish my life. That's my story. Please hide my identity when you publish. I will be fired at work, because they will now know the person behind the killing of men, of babies we killed at the hospital. This is my confession. Please, long comments, I'll read. Do not scold me, because at one point we all offend. Our next confession is as follows. Hello, Solution Uncle, please hide my identity when you publish. I have 3 children with my wife and 2 kids with another woman. We were married for 6 years and then had a separation, of which I went for another woman and had twins with her. Along the line, we came back together again. She accepted my other children, and we have been together for over 5 years after the separation, and we have been okay. But wifey has been acting angry with me recently, and she won't give me any reason. We fight all the time. Then out of anger, she pegged out of the house and said she doesn't feel like being with me anymore. Another separation. And my twins' mother has been supportive. always coming to help me with all my children when their mother is left home saying she needs space. Why are women so complicated? Cause am I wrong if I divorce her once and for all and marry the twin mother? She is doing more wifely duties than the woman I called my wife. This is the problem which is affecting me. It's not only affecting me, but this other brother of me. He married the first wife. That wife was very supportive to him. They have children together. She helped him proceed with his tertiary education. He was doing well and acquired the degree. But after graduation, the lady said she was no longer trusting my brother, divorced him, and my brother married another lady who was also supporting him at the university. Now the first wife is coming back, demanding the husband. That's the problem with us. The last born in our family drank poison because of these issues. A lot of people in our family from extended families killed themselves because of these love affairs. Can you please help me? Is this spiritual or it's just a problem which can be solvable? Yellow Solution Uncle, please, as per tradition, hide my identity. Help me. I have this bond with my school time boyfriend. We date different people but end up cheating with ourselves. We haven't done blood covenant, but the way we behave is more than people who have done it. He is now married and I have someone I consider a life partner, but he can't stop. He travels from Volta to Accra weekends to meet me. I have played over this thing, but we can't end it, and we know it's not right. His mom doesn't like me. That's why we had to stop and we will sneak and meet this day. Anytime I dream of sex, it's him I see instead of my partner. Is this something I have not been delivered from? Please be gentle with me in your comments, because this has been the problem with me. A lot of guys are coming trying to marry me, but it's not working. In the first guy who wanted to marry me went to my family and I introduced him to my family. We went to his family and he introduced me to his relatives. We planned the way and the day for the traditional marriage ceremony. On that day, the day before that day of the ceremony, the guy started feeling sick. He was sent to the hospital and died on the way to the hospital. The second man who wanted to marry me, he was finishing his degree program at this other university I can't mention. On the day of graduation day, after graduation, on his way returning to the home, the car lost control and he was involved in that serious accident and died on the spot. The third man who wanted to marry me was someone who was staying in our compound. We've been together. He was a good guy, but suddenly changed after one of these girls returned from abroad. They moved on together. Now I'm about to get married, but I can't stop thinking of this school boyfriend. We are visiting each other each and every time. Is this normal? How can I solve this problem? Because I am in this trouble. Can you please help me? If you long comments, I'll read. Thank you so much, listeners, for tuning in to Extraordinary Africa. Thank you so much to the people who confessed today. We have learned from your stories. That's life. Sometimes we learn from other people's mistakes. That's not a lie. We learn from your mistakes. And please, ladies and gentlemen, let's not scold these people. Let's help them with ideas. They want ideas from us. The reason why we opened this platform is that to make sure no one goes and commit suicide. And our daily verse for today is John chapter 16 verse 33. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. God is all over everything. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Pray, 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 pray. In the morning, pray. Before sleeping, pray. Midday, pray. Midnight, pray. Don't relax. The devil is at work. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until we meet again in another episode. Bye for now.